And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another another qualifier here, the third qualifier of the EWC 2025. Oh my god, it's been an intense day of StarCraft. We started with the Asia qualifier, followed by the European, and now with the Americas qualifier as well. The qualifiers, they just don't end. I say that's the final one of the day. Kind of. I mean, we're going to be live again later on tonight for some more qualifiers, but you know what? We've wrapped up our first round of qualifiers with the NA qualifier. And here we go. We're jumping in and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Pylon. We have the Brazilian Terran player, the yellow Terran, representing Team Little Fairy. It is INexorable. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the green Terran player, also from the Americas, representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Patches. And if you're in the chat, predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chats as we jump into our first series of the broadcast. Here we go. Again, we were live previously this morning with the European qualifier, likewise with the Asia qualifier as well. Now we're here with the Americas. We have made it. We finally made it to the Americas. Oh boy, and let's see how this event does turn out. As a reminder, top 4 players do make it through, which means the round of 8 are going to be the qualifying matches, if I'm not mistaken. If I am not mistaken. Yeah, round of 8. So round of 8 going to be qualifying matches here for the event. So we're going to be here to catch up on our players. Again, there's just so much to go through. Exclamation RP in the chat if you guys want to have a look back yourselves, as there are many matches ongoing, and we'll do our best to keep you updated with all said matches. We are jumping into our first series, of course, into our TvT. Oh, let's go. Let us go. And again, you can have a look at the trajectory of our matches and see where we are headed eventually here when it comes to our eventual qualifying match. So do look forward to that. Again, we have players from Latino America, we have players from the Americas as well, from Canada, from North America, from South America, from Central America, from all around. And oh boy, it's exciting to see everyone once again. It's been far too long since we've seen all these players gathered together in one place, in one area. It feels like the good old days. Feels good, man. Feels good. Aye. Here we go. We're here. We're back. For the time being, we do have our standard opener. We have a double gas opener out of INexorable. Likewise, we do have a more, I was going to say more economic start out of Patches. But the CC timing is actually quite comparable with each other. Wait, what just happened? Oh, okay. I was looking at this. I was very confused. I was like, wait, what? 2x Reaper. So 2x Reaper here by Patches. So a bit of a more aggressive start from our green Terran players. It does move out across the map, and we'll see what he can get done. Meanwhile, across the map, INexorable so far, he is in position. He has his Reaper Hellion, goes for the Admiral Sword, which means no additional Hellions popping out. Will Patches overwhelm? Does dive in, going for the CC. Oh, going for the Reaper. Does go for the Reaper. They do trade. I say trade. INexorable does beat out his first Reaper. First one does go down. Now on the chase. Here, and it looks like he... Oh my god. Barely will get some of these Reapers. There he does get one, but trades 2 for 1. A better trade for Patches. Nicely done here from our green Terran player. Calm down. So we are setting up our add-ons, I should say, back at home. What I will say, though, despite the trade that just occurred, and it was a slightly better trade for Patches, is the economy. The economy here is in favor of INexorable. Does have his CC up and running, is saturating as we speak, prioritizes that low ground gas geyser, of course, getting to his own 111 into early tank production, into, I was gonna say add-on swap, never mind, into Tech Lab on the starport. Looks like a traditional start here, a traditional start of a tank Raven from the side of INexorable. Meanwhile, Patches back at home, he is trying to secure himself. Oh, the lock-on is brutal though. Reapers are coming from behind, and can he catch out the Cyclone? Barely cannot. And it's NA time. See, Papi, see. Time for the Americas. Beautiful. The best time. We had a great time when it came to the Asia qualifier and the European qualifier as well. Did have a good time, but for the Americas qualifier, it's near and dear to our hearts, just because there are so many players here that we're quite fond of, that we're close to, that we have seen grow throughout the years, and that we want to see improve even more and achieve greater accolades. Ooh. Player like INexorable, who kind of peaked and who came out of the woodwork like what, 2022-ish, like after the Sentimental Latino era of StarCraft. 2023 era of StarCraft is when INexorable rose up, and he has been improving so much in such a short period of time. And we'll see if he can, you know, represent, if he can make it far, if we make a deep run. I do have high hopes here for INexorable. But now, does move out. Patches, of course, the map maker himself, a fellow member of the community, and does dedicate a lot of time to StarCraft, whether it's streaming, whether it's making and creating maps as well. Maps like Persephone. Play-wise, though, can he keep up with INexorable? Oh boy. As INexorable, he does move out. Patches on the high ground. He will get the first shot off. Nicely done. Ooh, does get in the Cyclone. Cyclone goes down. Stims in, gets the tank as well. Very nicely done. INexorable, he leads out a little units early on. The Cyclone, the tank. Aye, aye, aye. Patches all over this. Is all over this. Likewise, moving out. Patches has momentum. Behind this, third CC is on the way. I'm used to seeing Patches cheese and all in non-stop, but that's not what we're seeing here. Here we're seeing more standard macro play out of Patches. He's crazy. I mean, I say standard macro. He's pushing. That's true. He is moving out already. Is being quite aggressive here. But last we have Mass Raven waiting for him. Again, we saw the add-on swap, the initial tech lab on the starport earlier. There's a Z already done for INexorable. Scans it across the map. Gets eyes on the production. Gets eyes on the bio. As I believe Patches did not invest into, he did not invest in any Ravens, just purely medevacs. So in a head-on fight as the game progresses, INexorable, he has the more efficient army. He has tanks, he has Ravens, he has Disables. What does Patches have? Stim. Patches really fast stim out of Patches. And ideally you want to hit that timing, you want to do something with this bio army that you've built up, otherwise it feels like kind of a waste as we're falling behind in other aspects. If we're not hitting a stim timing, then it's not really that important. As INexorable is catching up when it comes to his own stim. Patches hoping to try to catch INexorable moving out across the map. The trap has been laid. Third base now being taken from Patches. Does claim his third. INexorable still stuck on 2 bases. So Patches, he can enjoy a greater economy, which is great and all. He can start to saturate. But he still needs to get more done. Let's go. The stutter stepping. Patches, he has been winning these small little skirmishes. It's been great to see. He's doing well. He's doing well for himself. INexorable does sneak out with a drop. Unfortunately, Patches does not control the Zanaga. Ooh, doesn't see this. Likewise, 1-1 upgrades almost done for INexorable. He's already finished up his stim. He's caught up. And now it's time to break out. Now, thankfully, Patches does pull. Jeez, how many Marines does he have? Oh my god. He has 36 Marines, 38. He's up over 10 Marines. Again, what he lacks in Ravens, he makes up for in mass bio. He's making 8 Marines at a time. That's a lot of Raxes. And we'll see if it's worth it. He's thinking about the stim. Scans the army, he sees a tank line. It's not going to be easy to break into that. Meanwhile, drop into the main. Yeah, tank does siege. Upgrades in favor of INexorable. He's got 1-1. He shuts down he shuts down everything. Yeah, shuts down the mineral line. 18 SCV is going to be going down. He does claim the fight as well. Oof. Patches racing back home. The drop gets out of hand. INexorable does move out. Dropping back into the main. INexorable stemming in towards the natural. Luna just wedged himself in between the bases. That's going to be 5 tanks sieging up. And where's the army? Base trade. Well, let's go. We're going for the base trade. INexorable stems in. Does collapse off with the initial CC. And it's a late base trade here for Patches. So he's rushing across the map. Gets into both mineral lines. Has a lot of Marines, of course. Meanwhile, Patches, he's supply blocked. Can't really produce much. Patches pushing in. CC's under fire. Buildings, they can float away, of course. Meanwhile, we do see INexorable trying to make a stand. He's got a bunker. He's got a tank. 2 bunkers even. 2 tanks. And you can see here that Patches just doesn't really have much left over. Trying to break that siege line. Auto turrets are thrown down. They do buy time. They shut down the buyer. There's one tank left. And Patches, he has nothing remaining back at home. Across the map. Going for a slow siege. Floating over the sea. Let's go. Floating over the CCs. Again, just one tank left. And the production, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's 2 medevacs. There's a marine. Patches still has a massive army, but he can't use it. He cannot break this ramp. Cannot push in. We do see Patches trying to be somewhat active. Floats over the buildings. Now there's a chance Patches, he might be able to catch some stray units and then maybe get a fresh mining base and expand and get his economy going. But I don't see Patches winning this fight here. Ideally, he wants to catch the army unsieged and in transit. Which is possible. Ooh, Liberation has arrived. Uh-oh. Oof. Now there are Liberators. Patches, he stims in. He cannot take this fight. And he's going to be broken. Yeah, Patches, he will be broken here. INexorable stims on forward. Breaks through the pylon. Breaks through the tanks as well. Cleans this up. And Patches down to just Marines. Like, this is it. That's all that's left. Just Marine. A couple of medevacs. Oh, speaking of, does catch out some Marines. Getting on top of the tanks as well. Very nice catch. Gets 1, gets 2. And barely does not get the final tank. GG gets called. That's all we have left. And INexorable, he does take game number 1. GG. INexorable does take a lead in the series, and we'll see if Patches can recover as we get ready for game number 2. Oh, okay, let's go. Let us go. Oh, sorry, I've just fixed up the player icons. There we go. But yes, welcome, of course, to the America's Open Qualifier number 1. Again, if you saw the schedule when it came to the soon TM screen that we had earlier, the countdown screen, we do have a full week of EWC qualifiers, and hey, we already are a day in. We're a day in already. We can make it. We can make it. Just non-stop EWC qualifiers. We'll be there. As we are loading into game number 2, game 2 is going to be on Tokamak. Let's go. Loading into that second game. Pappy, get some rest. Oh, we rest after we finish casting everything. But I will be trying to get, I say trying to get some sleep after this. Probably like editing some VODs first, but then trying to get some sleep after this broadcast. We do have some time until the next one. We have what? By then we'll have like maybe 7 hours until the next cast, something like that. But here we go, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the Brazilian Terran player, the Yellow Terran, representing a little fairy. It is INexorable. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the American Terran player, the Red Terran, representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Patches. We go. As we are going to be building up and getting into our second game. Do have Patches getting ready for his initial racks. So far, single gas. As a reminder, last game we did see 2 racks Reaper out of Patches, and I'll be honest, the build of choice from Patches didn't really accomplish much. What I'm referring to is that he went 2 racks Reaper into really fast stim, but if you remember, he didn't really do anything with it. He wasn't able to achieve too much damage, and because he rushed into fast stim, it meant that his tank count was lower. It meant that he had no Ravens either. A lot of his other tech just kind of fell by the wayside. This is why stim often isn't really prioritized unless you're going for a really strict timing attack, referring to like a 2-on-1 for example in TvT. where you can hit hard and hit fast and try to break your opponent early on. But outside of that, like, you ideally, typically don't really want to be rushing Stim of all things. Not in this matchup. Just because their uses early on is quite limited. Of course, Bio has its uses in the mid game, don't get me wrong. But rushing into it, I'm a little bit less convinced. We'll see though. We'll see how he does adjust. This time a much more standard opener. Double gas, faster factory, delay TC. Likewise, double gas out of INexorable. So far, for the most part, mirrored builds. I say for the most part, Patches, he does skip his Reaper. He goes Reactor first. Reactor first out of Patches. Meanwhile, we do see Reaper first out of INexorable. Now with that, INexorable does move out across the map. We do have 2 Reapers on the way at a time from the side of Patches. He needs a little bit more time though. Which means he's going to have to pull the boys. As in, pull them away to preserve them against the first Reaper of INexorable. Does poke in. Does check the ram. Does see the reactor. And he gets the hell out of here. It doesn't even try to flirt with the idea of the mineral line. Oh. 1 base all in. Hello. Proxy Starboard. This is the Patches that I know and love. Pappy, let's go. We do open up with the 1-1-1 on double gases on 1 base, going for the starport. With this, I would imagine we're going for Medivacs to drop into the main base. So Reaper Hellion, then Hellion drop into the main, Reaper dive into the main as well. I would imagine that's what's happening. Meanwhile, INexorable, supply-wise or production-wise, is keeping up. Also, Reactor Reaper Hellion. Ooh, Tech Lab, never mind. I assume drop play, but no, not drop play at all. Instead, we're going into, I would imagine, Banshee play. If it was going to be Fusion Core, sorry, if it was going to be BC, we'd see Fusion Core. Fusion Core would already be on the way, so this should be Banshees out of Patches. Okay, you have my attention. There, this cloak is being researched. Banshees are going to be on the way. Are we going into the gold? Is that what's happening right now? Is that what... Are we... Is Patches going to expand at the hybrid base? Okay. Okay. Let's go. I mean, he has map control. Do what you want. Take the base. Let's go. I appreciate the enthusiasm here. We'll see if he can pull this off. I mean, initially, look at the army. We have a plethora of Reapers and Hellions. Patches does have the supply lead. Meanwhile, no bunker. No bunker is set up. Reaper Hellion does hit the natural. Cyclone has arrived. But the Cyclone can be overwhelmed. Marines are heading on over. Now, the CC shouldn't be killed or anything. It can lift, of course. Oh, as always tries to break out. He does try. Elastic gets punished. Banshee into the main. Cloak is not done. This is premature. Premature, but nice kiting here by Patches. Kites back. Does trade against the Marines. Cloak now finishing up. And INexorable. Is he going to hold on to a scan? Oh, he's got a Raven. He's fine. He has a Raven. Takes out the Banshee. The power of the Raven. Likewise, INexorable now can break out. He cannot lose that Cyclone, though. He does need to against the follow-up Banshee. Has another Banshee's on the way. Behind this, Patches getting his hybrid base up and running. See this. This is full NA. Oh. KDA charges popping off. Patch is going to be forced back. So far, so good for INexorable. Does hold, does defend. Claims his own base. Now, Patches, he's still down in workers. Like, the problem here is that this base is still very late. It's very delayed, and it takes a long time to really saturate and transfer over towards this hybrid expansion. So it's a bit of an awkward base to saturate. Because of that, INexorable has a massive worker advantage. It's like the Reapers, they dive into the main. They're going to be shut down. Yeah, they're going to be cleaned up here. As a couple of Reapers, they try to rush past. They're going to be cleaned up. This was not worth it. Getting 2 SCV kills. Ay. Not worth it for Patches. Third TC is about to finish. I'm afraid to look. There it is. Mineral income or just resource advantage here in favor of INexorable, despite the hybrid base. now he's breaking out. Does a disable. Spots the army. Do we go for the double disable? Tempting. Patches, he has the high ground. Still gathering up energy. The disable is late. Nice save out of Patches. Does unsiege in time. And INexorable has to pull away. Has to pull away. That was a waste of disable. INexorable, he retreats, claims his third. Meanwhile, Patches getting saturated here on kind of 2 bases. Kind of. He's not really making SCVs. It's still very shaky here for Patches. Very shaky. But yeah, we're getting there. As Patches does move out. INexorable scats and naturally sees that it's on the way, but little does he know that's actually the 3rd base. INexorable still in the dark, fanning out his Marines. There's a scan. INexorable, he barely misses the army. Yeah, INexorable just out of position. Does see the movement of Patches. Patches thinking out with the base. He does have early stim, but so does INexorable. Oh, this is the army. They do spot each other. INexorable, he must be looking at this and be thinking, hold up, like, how can you afford all of this? On 1 base? No shot. INexorable trying to sneak up the army. Patches is the first to siege. That's disable. He gets 1, he gets 2, he gets 3. Still 1 tank left over, but only 1 tank. Yeah, it's not enough. INexorable, he breaks on through. Shuts down the army, cleans up everything, all 4 tanks, and the bio. And Patches, he plummets in supply. I thought that's all that he had. Behind this, he's down to a handful of Marines. They'll still have the medevacs. 3rd base is, the natural base is saturated, I suppose. He's gonna check. Oh, he might. He will. Yeah, he will. There we go. Does find the expansion. And Patches will not get away with it. Yeah, GG gets called. The base is found, and INexorable, he will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the next round. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations, INexorable. He will claim the series. He will advance on into the next round. But a shout out to Patches for having a very intense and very dynamic approach here to the TvT matchup in his own unique way. GG well played. Much love to Patches, but a shout out to INexorable. Again, he did come in as the favorite player, and we'll see how far INexorable can go. We shall see. As let's catch up with the bracket. Let's figure out what's going on, where we are, and where we are headed.